You see that box of baking soda sitting in your pantry right now? Yeah, the one collecting dust next to the spices? What if I told you that cheap little box could help you get blood flowing to your penis again? Sounds nuts, right? But just hear me out for a second. I'm Dr. Amara. Been working with guys over 60 for about 15 years now. And look, I've seen a lot in my clinic, guys spending thousands on pills, treatments, you name it. But sometimes, and I mean this, sometimes the answer's already in your kitchen cabinet. So last month, this 68-year-old patient walks into my office. Let's call him Frank. Guy looked defeated, tried everything, spent a fortune. Nothing worked. Fast forward 3 months, completely different man. And the thing that changed everything? Baking soda. Simple morning routine. I'll tell you exactly what he did in just a bit. All right, quick thing. If you're over 60 and you're sick of feeling like your best days are behind you, hit that subscribe button right now. Seriously, I make these videos for guys like us. No BS, just real stuff that actually works. And drop a comment. Type 1 if this matters to you, or 0 if it doesn't. I actually read these. Helps me know what you guys need. Here's what most doctors won't say out loud. Getting older? Your body changes in ways nobody warned you about. Not talking about gray hair or needing reading glasses. I'm talking about what's happening inside. Blood vessels stiffen up a bit. pH gets thrown off, inflammation sneaks in real quiet, and all of that, it messes with blood flow. When blood flow's not right, well, you know what happens? It's frustrating as hell. Embarrassing. For a lot of guys, feels like they're losing part of who they are. But here's the thing that keeps me going after all these years. Your body wants to work. It wants to respond. Sometimes it just needs a little help, the right environment. That's where baking soda comes in. Yeah, I know how that sounds. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 ways baking soda can help guys over 60. Not just down there, but energy, circulation, hormones, all of it. Each one builds on the next. By the end, you'll know exactly how to use this stuff safely. Let's jump in. Benefit 1. Balances your pH so blood flows better. Okay, so this surprised me when I first dug into it years back. Our bodies get more acidic as we age, just happens. But even a tiny shift makes your blood vessels tighten up. Think of it like trying to water your grass with a kinked hose. Pressure's there, but nothing's flowing right. Baking soda is like a gentle buffer. Neutralizes that extra acid in your blood, helps your vessels relax and open up. Better flow means oxygen gets where it needs to go, nutrients get delivered, and yeah, better erections. Had this patient, George, 67, used to run construction crews. Tough guy, never complained. Comes in one day saying, "Doc, something's off, everything feels slow." Labs looked fine, but his pH was sitting acidic. Started him on a quarter teaspoon of baking soda in water every morning 4 weeks later. I feel like someone turned the lights back on. That's what he told me. That's circulation doing its thing. Benefit 2. Calms down inflammation. Inflammation's sneaky as hell. You don't feel it like a cut or a bruise. But over years, it builds up in your blood vessels. Stress, crappy diet, just living life, all of it adds up. This inflammation blocks nitric oxide. That's the molecule that tells your vessels to relax so blood can fill up the erectile tissue. Without it, doesn't matter how bad you want it. Mind's ready, body won't cooperate. Baking soda has these mild anti-inflammatory properties. Reduces that acidity that's feeding the inflammation. James, 71, retired firefighter. Tough as they come. Tells me, "Doc, feels like my body's working against me." His inflammatory markers were high. We brought in baking soda, tweaked his diet a bit. 5 weeks later, morning erections came back. Hadn't seen those in years. Your body saying, "I'm healing." Benefit 3. Helps your body make nitric oxide naturally. Nitric oxide. If erections had a master switch, this is it. Your body makes it naturally, tells the smooth muscles in your penis to relax so blood rushes in. But here's the problem. Acidity, oxidative stress, beat up blood vessel lining, all of that screws with nitric oxide production. Baking soda creates a better environment. More alkaline protects that inner lining of your vessels, reduces oxidative damage. Robert, 64, accountant, loved hiking, started mixing baking soda with lemon water every morning, added some breathing exercises. 3 weeks in, he tells me, "Dr. Amara, I'm waking up with erections I forgot I could even have. Body's responding naturally. No pills." That's nitric oxide doing what nature designed it to do. Benefit 4. Gets oxygen to the tissue that matters. Blood flow's important, but here's what people miss. It's not just about blood getting there, it's what the blood's carrying. Oxygen. Your red blood cells gotta release oxygen into the tissues efficiently. When your body's too acidic, that slows way down. There's this thing called the Bohr effect, if you care about the science bottom line. Less oxygen reaches those smooth muscle cells in your penis. Weaker erections don't last as long. Baking soda shifts the balance so your tissues actually absorb oxygen better. Michael, 73, retired postal worker. Simple routine. Baking soda and water 3 mornings a week. Month later, he's noticing more warmth, more sensation during intimacy. That's oxygen doing its job, energizing the tissue. Benefit 5. Gives energy to the smooth muscle cells. Gets interesting here. Those smooth muscle cells in your penis need energy to contract and hold blood during an erection. Energy comes from mitochondria, little powerhouses in your cells. But mitochondria slow down with age, acidity, oxidative stress, like an old engine struggling to turn over. Baking soda supports mitochondrial function by clearing out that acidic load and oxidative damage. Paul, 69, retired plumber. Said it perfectly. Doc, felt like I was running out of gas halfway through. Now, engines firing on all cylinders. Added baking soda to his routine with some stretching, stayed hydrated, small stuff, big results. When mitochondria work better, muscles work better. Simple. Benefit 6. Makes your testosterone receptors actually work. A lot of guys think low testosterone's the problem. Sometimes it is, but more often, I see normal testosterone levels, but the receptors aren't responding. Like having a key that fits the lock, but the lock's jammed up. Acidity and inflammation dull those testosterone receptors, makes it harder for your body to use the testosterone you already got. Baking soda doesn't raise testosterone directly, clears the interference so your receptors can do their job. Edward, 65, retired cop. Came in frustrated. Testosterone looked fine on paper, but he felt flat. No drive, no spark. Started him on a small daily dose of baking soda. 7 weeks later, it's like someone flipped a switch. Feel it again? Not just physically, mentally too. Your hormones working like they should. Benefit 7. Helps clean out your liver and kidneys. Over 60 years, your body's accumulated a lot of junk. Environmental toxins, medication leftovers, metabolic waste. Liver and kidneys do their best, but they get overwhelmed when your environment's too acidic. Baking soda reduces the acid burden on your kidneys, helps them filter better. Supports liver function too by improving bile flow, cutting down oxidative stress. Leonard, 72. Felt sluggish for years even though he ate clean, added a simple morning routine, warm water, lemon, pinch of baking soda. Few weeks later, he's telling me he feels lighter, more energy, intimacy coming back naturally. When your organs work better, everything works better. Benefit 8, cuts sugar cravings and helps drop belly fat. Here's something most guys don't know. Belly fat makes this enzyme called aromatase. Converts testosterone into estrogen. More belly fat, less usable testosterone. Kills your libido and performance. Baking soda can help stabilize blood sugar. Cut those sugar cravings by supporting insulin sensitivity. Less sugar, less belly fat, better hormones. Vincent, 66. Battled stubborn weight around his middle for years. Started adding baking soda to lemon water in the morning. Cut back on sweets naturally. 2 months. Lost inches. Drive came back. Didn't even realize how connected everything was, he said. It all works together. Benefit 9. Calms your nervous system down. Performance isn't just physical. You gotta feel safe, relaxed, connected. If your nervous system's stuck in fight or flight mode, stress mode, your body shuts down blood flow to non-essential stuff. Yeah, that includes erections. Baking soda reduces inflammation and acidity, calms the nervous system, lets your parasympathetic system take over. That rest and digest mode, that's when intimacy becomes possible again. Daniel, 70, retired military performance anxiety for years. Physically healthy, but mentally couldn't relax. We worked on breathing, hydration, baking soda. Month later, he's telling me, feel calm, present, actually able to respond. Mind and body gotta work together. Benefit 10. Combine it with lemon or apple cider vinegar. Last one. Bonus tip. Baking soda alone helps, but when you mix it with lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, something special happens. Fizzes up gently. Supports liver detox, bile production, vascular tone. This combo helps your body absorb and use the benefits without stressing your system. Walter, 74, tried this exact thing. Warm water, squeeze of lemon, quarter teaspoon baking soda every morning on an empty stomach. Month later, Doc, I wake up feeling alive. Mind's clearer, body responds, feel like myself again. That's simplicity working. Let me give you the exact method. Start with half a teaspoon of baking soda in about 8 ounces of water. Empty stomach, first thing in the morning works best. Start with 3, maybe 4 mornings a week. Don't go crazy with it. Add lemon or splash of apple cider vinegar if you want. Support it with water, light movement, deep breathing, balanced meals. Important. If you got kidney disease, heart problems, or you're on certain meds, check with your doctor first. This isn't medical advice for your specific situation. Look, I need you to hear this. If you've been frustrated, embarrassed, maybe even ashamed about what's happening with your body, you are not broken. Your body's not betraying you. It's asking for support, time, maybe a few small tweaks to get back in balance. Baking soda's not a miracle, won't fix everything overnight, but it can be that gentle push your system needs to start responding again, even after 60, even after 70. You're still capable of strength, passion, real connection. You deserve to feel vital, deserve comfort, confidence, intimacy. Never too late to start. If this gave you hope, something you can actually use, hit that like button so other guys can find this. Drop a comment, type 1 if this hit home, type 0 if it didn't. I read every comment, helps me know what's useful. Share this with a friend, brother, neighbor. You might be the reason he takes that first step to feeling like himself again. If you want natural, science-backed advice for men over 60, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be here every week with real information to help you live stronger, longer, better, stay strong. Stay curious. Remember, you're never too old to feel alive. Thanks for watching.